What is up, y'all? Welcome back. This is another episode of Skybounds with your boy, Redbeard Ben. And today, we're going to try to make some money moves. We're going to take stock of what we've been doing, what we need to do next to progress, and a couple other miscellaneous tasks here and there. And we're just going to kind of see where we need to go from here, why we're stuck. We've hit a little bit of a wall money-wise and advancement-wise. We're just going to kind of iron that out today. But first, we want to complete the challenge we were going to do before because I took the time to get more of the ancient runes. So if we go to my PV, I got 8 more, which is how many we need. So we're going to go ahead and open those first. And we're just going to plop them on down. See if we can get anything decent out of it. Diamond ore. Oh, a full-on diamond ore seed. That's pretty darn nice. Oh, that's from the challenge, right. Right. That's on me. So it looks like we got, if we open our inventory, we got 460,000 stars. That's pretty darn nice. A coal ore seed, 5 coal ore seed slivers, 3 quartz ore seed slivers, repair stone scroll, cow spawner, and a guillotine 2 enchantment, which is also bleh. But from the challenge, if we open our mailbox, it looks like we got a diamond ore seed and 7 diamond ore seed slivers. Which if we look at our mining, we can see that we're nowhere near getting diamonds. We are getting really close to gold though. We're level 55 and we're at 53 right now, getting close to 54, and our miners over there are going ham right now. So hopefully we'll hit that sooner rather than later. But on top of that, what we have to do next is check in on our farms. This is from, I removed everything to here. From our auto crafting, we got all of that pig stuff just this afternoon, and then same with the rotten flesh. So we're going to go ahead and sell off all this, see how much money we can make. Throw those on the ground because they're useless. So we're just going to sell all, see what we can get with the whole inventory of this kind of stuff. Another 4.5 million, that is huge. And that roast pig, the roast pig sells for a lot. So automating that was big. It was very big. So now we're up to 22 million. And I did realize one thing. I was being kind of silly. If you go to your islands, you can upgrade it. And I thought, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I thought this was 25 million to get. And this one was also 25 million. So I thought we had to wait to get those. But I think if we get those, it's going to help us increase our money faster. So I'm kind of thinking it's a really good idea to go ahead and punt our money away on that. But I'm going to take a minute to think about it, and in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and alchemy a bunch of stuff. I went through our chests to see which ones I didn't need, the ones that had high destroy chances, low success chances, and just kind of the stone ones that were not helpful at all. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of all of these. And eventually, we're out of diamond swords right now, but what I want to do is be able to get another diamond sword and just keep trying to get one with looting and unbreaking on it and some sort of sharpness or smite or bane of arthropods, because again, I think that will greatly help our island money making abilities, especially now that we have these auto chests or these crafting robots that use up the mob spawner stuff automatically. So that's kind of where we're at right now, trying to improve our island's money-making ability. And to do that, I think we're going to have to focus a lot on the mob farm, because it's the mob farm that can't keep up. We're having no problem mining. Our mining robots are keeping up just fine. That and farming, unfortunately, are getting potatoes is becoming a hassle. So eventually we want to be able to get a farming robot or 2 going as well so that we can automatically grow and harvest crops. And then the last thing we need, the thing that we're really, really needing big time, is a cocoa bean recipe book, because that is where we're stuck at on our crafting. So if we go to /crafting, this chocolate bar actually sells for a pretty good amount, but it requires cocoa beans and sugar. And we have more than enough sugarcane. That's so easy to get. We have a farm on our island. It's really quick to harvest. I get like 1,000 per harvest, but we don't have that cocoa bean. And it's also where we're stuck on farming. And I'm pretty sure you can skip over them. Like, I don't think I have to have cocoa beans in order to get kelp. And I do have a kelp farming book. We're just not at island level 16 yet. But getting this cocoa bean would be huge. Which is another thing I kind of want to try to do this episode, is spend some time in the warzone. We actually have, I have The attention span of a goldfish. Where did those go? We were supposed to have 9 now. Oh, they're there. Like I said, I have the attention span of a goldfish, so I pretty much go to the warzone every time I'm on here mining or farming or crafting or whatever, just making money in between times, and I go to the warzone every time there's a sky drop. So we actually have 4 sky drops now that we might try to use to get. What we really need is cocoa beans and ways to make money. I've also been thinking about trying to sell some of these robots to see if we can upgrade money that way. So let's go ahead and level those up and see how much of a difference that's going to make. We're going to upgrade it. We're going to do this one and this one. So that'll kill more mobs, or more mobs will die at the same time, and this one will get more drops, which is an extra 10% to double, a 10% chance to double their loot. So I think that's going to be really big for us. And then another thing I want to do is there was just a sky drop. So let's go do one of those together. I'll just kind of show you how I go about doing them in the warzone. I just need some food. So that's why I'm digging through these chests. So I'll show you how you do it. I just go to the warzone's home point, and then I do a random drop once I'm here. A random teleport is what I meant to say. And I just kind of go through the chests. Anything I find, I hate that the warzone chests don't clear. So I just drop everything I don't need on the ground, just so I prevent looking at the same chests multiple times when I'm running around out here. And I just run around until I see someone and have to run away, or I find something really nice that I want to keep, I don't want to lose by dying. Then I'll just go ahead and hit spawn up, and that'll be the entirety of my trip in the warzone. Kelp should be okay. It's not great. I don't think it is selling for really any money at all right now. They're pretty abundant. It's really cocoa beans that are the rare one as far as farming goes. So we just run around here. I don't really have a route. I had a specific route I would take for a while there, but it started getting more and more crowded. More people would use it. So I kind of just started doing random teleports to see what I could find instead. And that way, the random teleports, a lot of times I'll find spots where other people haven't really been much. And then you get a bunch of chests even from past spawn-ins, like past sky drops that people didn't find. So a lot of times you can get that kind of grouping, and that is when it is super nice. But that's basically all I do. Try to stay away from, man, I'm actually going to grab all this stuff. Holy cow. And then we're going to dip out. So it's something like that. You find something good, I get out, I don't risk it. I mean, I do have full iron armor, so I can beat most people that are in iron, as long as it's not enchanted or those in chain or nakeds. It's just the diamond people come through and just slap you in 4 shots and it's game over. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then if I feel like if it has been quick enough, if it was quick enough that I did that, sometimes I'll just throw everything in my PV. And I'll just run back out there. So we'll go ahead and do that now just for the sake of demonstration and seeing if we can find. But what we're really, like I said, what we're really looking for is things we can sell for a decent amount of money. Or auto chests would also be nice, or that cocoa bean recipe is the big one. That's really what we need. That'll help us upgrade our money just in and of itself. But the route I used to take, if this guy doesn't follow me, that's kind of what I'm worried about, is I would go this way. And you just kind of sprint away. People will sometimes try to follow you, but I have no problems running forever, really. I know where 2 of the 3 parkour courses are from where anywhere on the map. So those, again, it's kind of a cheeky way to get away, but also it's an element of the game, so I'm going to use it. Because once you get to parkours, if you get on the starting platform, it's a no PvP zone. You're safe from PvP. So if you can beat the person there without getting combat tagged, then, well, you got away free. And it's just, you can call it what you want. I call it knowing how to play the game. And now I'm really scared of these people right now. So I think they're going to keep chasing each other. Yeah, so we're fine. We're safe. I don't need to worry about those 2 because they were definitely more powerful than I was. They had some enchants and some diamond stuff. And now we might be in danger because they're the one that's taken or being chased is hopefully not going to continue to chase us. Okay, so we should be fine for a little bit. Nope, they're still running towards me. Oh, there's 3 of them now. We need to piece the scene because they are way more powerful than us. Whether they're chasing us now or not, I just want to get out of this area because it's not safe. Just need to run a different direction than they're going. Just get away. Just in case one of them's like, you know what? He's an easier target. Maybe I'll waste my time on him instead. They shouldn't, because if they think they can win a fight where the person has better gear, then they then get that gear if they do win the fight. And no one needs iron at this point. It's so abundant in the war zone. But that extra level of protection is nice to have, so I just take it with me. I put it on because why not? Like this guy, he didn't do that, and since I did, I'm better than him, so we'll try to give him a little death sandwich. A little death for breakfast. And we did it. So let's see if he had anything good, and now I feel kind of bad about it because he didn't. I don't actually feel bad because he didn't have anything good, so I didn't take anything good from him, but kind of a waste of time. I do need to eat now, so we're going to do that as well. And we're going to look out for those other enchanted guys, and I'm just going to get out of here for now. I don't think it's really worth my time anymore. All these chests seem to be not taken, apparently. That was bad timing. Maybe I will look around a little more. I do get greedy and end up dying sometimes, which is very frustrating. Let's go up into the treasure trove, and if there's no chests up in there, we'll go to spawn from that point. One of these days, I plan on making a Warzone tour video, just kind of showing where everything in the Warzone is. Since I come here every single time, there's almost every time I'm online and there's a sky drop, and I do random teleports. I've kind of gotten the lay of the land, at least the basics, the outlines, parts of it. So I feel like I could go ahead and give a tour at some point, just so everyone can get on that same page. But I'm going to climb up this ladder, and then if nothing's up here, we'll go ahead and head home and continue on with the episode. All right, so there's nothing up here, so I'm just going to slash spawn, and I'll meet you on the island. Yeah, and then once I get back to the island, I just kind of like to take stock, see what all we got. So we got a couple pieces of diamond gear, like that. Sharpness 2, Unbreaking 2, Stone Sword, that's whatever. Kelp Book, I don't know what those are selling for these days. I always like experience, I always like seed slivers and spawner shards. Star notes, obviously, those are free money. Golden apple's cool. And we always end up with a bunch of potions, so I just kind of keep those on hand and take them with me when I feel like having a little extra layer of protection or security when I'm going into the war zone. What was that one? Is that stone? Unbreaking 2 for iron. We'll keep it in here for now. But we gained an entire diamond set while we were out there. And see, there's another war drop. Or a sky drop. They're so frequent these days. It's so hard to stay focused on anything without immediately sprinting to the war zone when those come up like that. But there was one other thing I wanted to show you on the island first. If we look over here, I went ahead and I've added a bunch more ore seeds. So we're doing pretty good there. And if we look at our slash mining, they get through our totals pretty quickly. So we're just 500 shy of iron, and I've only been on for about an hour now. And bricks are already over halfway there as well. I just don't have many quartz or terracotta ore seeds, and coal is secondary to irons, but pretty much by the time he's done mining the iron, it's already coming back. So he doesn't really mine coal until he hits the limit on iron for the day. But I did add another crafting robot, and this one makes mashed potatoes. I don't have enough right now. I have plenty of iron. These chests are pretty much full of iron. I don't think they're just over one full double. But the real reason is, again, the mining potatoes has gotten kind of tedious, so I haven't really been doing it very often or enough. But I added a whole crafting system a whole cooking system to this one as well for the potatoes, just like we did for this pork chops over here. I just don't have an auto furnace on that one, so I have added a little extra storage. So it's a little bit more bulky, but I have a random staircase going up there for now. This one looks like it's cooking a good amount of pork. So we're getting those pretty good now. I'm just really hope those achievements made a big difference, or not the achievements, the upgrades, the island upgrades made a huge difference. I know we're back to being cash poor, and the problem with that is if we go to our challenges, our next thing is to harvest 1,000 kelp, which I suppose we could do in the war zone. But the biggest problem with that one right now is if we go to our island level and look at it, level 15 is 25 million and level 16 is 50 million, which is where you need to be at to get kelp and skeleton spawners. So money is I think our biggest issue right now. That's one of the places we're most struggling with. But that's why I'm hoping those upgrades will make a huge difference and we'll start moving there a lot faster. I'll be a little better about doing our mining, our farming, getting some of those. I started picking out the good books so we could start getting stuff, but unfortunately, we don't have a diamond sword, which is what we really want to be enchanting. So that's another one of those things we want to find in the war zone, unfortunately. I don't know why I didn't make this. We'll go ahead and do this real quick as well. Put this stuff down in their rightful places. There we go. There's our quartz. So we'll just add this one to it. And then add our iron. And then this is a chicken spawner, so might as well add that too, just because eggs are helpful to make pasta. But this isn't filling up that fast. We do have more string. String and fox pellets are nice for the fur hats. The chicken is, again, that's for the soup, the chicken noodle soup, which is the same thing the eggs are for. And the rest we just kind of sell off. But thankfully, the auto chests are automatically taking the pork chops and the rotten flesh. So those are big. This one we're waiting until we have level 16 and can start placing skeleton spawners down. And I don't know what I want to do with this one yet. I haven't decided. But if we do look at our crafting recipes, I also unlocked this salad one, but that requires kelp. We have all the other ingredients. Like that one will be easy to make. It's just getting the kelp. So we have the one ingredient left to get. Nether bones, we need the bones. Gumballs, we get plenty of sugar and plenty of silk. It's just the scoots that we need to make. And actually silk is kind of limited too based on the spiders, but those sell for a ton. And then fruit salad, we are watermelons away, which are, if we go to our farming, are a long way off. That makes me, given how far watermelons are, I think they're level 65 farming and island level 24, which our farming is only at level 57, I think. Yeah, 57. But our island is nowhere near 24, which is crazy to me because if we look at crafting, I mean, fruit salad is already requiring watermelons, and there's still all of these other recipes. So I can't imagine how much those cost. What these sky treasure? I mean, I can't believe there's that many more recipes after the watermelon ones. Because there's only nether warts after watermelon as far as farming goes, and mining is the big one though. There's still a lot more of mining because there's gold, diamonds, frost, emeralds, and then there's the sky stone, which is the end of it. And then grinder, or grinding, whichever one it is you want to call it. There's still turtles after skeletons, which we can kill skeletons, we just can't have them on our island. So the only place to do that is the war zone, which is frustrating. So there's turtles and blaze still, and then there's polar bears, which are the newest Friday update. And then puffles, which are level 85. We're only at 57. So there's still a lot to be done on our little series. But the other thing I wanted to do on our island was I wanted to get rid of this, kind of clean it up, and then I want to build something. I want to like build a house, or that's the main thing. I want to build a house. I want spawn to be like right next to the bed. So it's every time we teleport home, you're kind of like waking up and getting out of bed and then ready to face whatever tasks need to be done on the island. But to do that, I'm going to need to clear a bunch of stuff out. And I just kind of want to flatten the island. Because it is cool. It's a really cool island, but change of scenery never hurt anyone. I also don't know what any of those are for. I can't fly right now. To fly, it requires boost tokens. So if you go to /boosts, there's 3 options. Player boost, which I have 2 of, because I'm a lightning rank, I think is what it's called, or bolt rank, one of the 2, which it's the second highest. So I only get 2 boost gems with it, but we have increased XP from mobs and increased economy, which is additional percentage on shop sales. But if we wanted to be able to fly, we would need 3 more. And we'd also get extra loot drops and increased damage dealt to mobs. But I think we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. One of the things I think that would help us is for farming, it's just tedious for me to go to spawn every time to hit our levels. There's a lot. I've done it enough times that it takes a lot of punching to get there. So just for potatoes alone, it's 3,500. Carrots are 3,700. Beetroots are 5,000, and sugarcane 6,000. So I think one of the things we should probably be doing is getting back to using the farm we made down here. If we can get to it, yeah, the one down there. I should probably be using it. It's just so annoying to have to plant it, which is why figuring out a good use for these farming robots is going to be big. The other problem with the farming robots is they're expensive to what the heck? They're expensive to upgrade is what I was going to say. Let me take these out. Punch this guy. Because just to get him to be able to reach more than one is another 4 million, I think, or something to that. That's not telling us. Well, it's expensive. Like, we don't have enough at, we don't even know. We're purchasing a distance upgrade. I guess it's not as expensive as I thought. We're up to 3, 4. Now it starts getting expensive. So we should really be using this farmer. And maybe that's what we can do next in the next episode is setting up a good farm like this. Because if we do it right, we should be able to use water to clear him off, and then he'll just replant everything. And ideally, we would put it. You know what I'm going to do? This was silly to try to sum up there. Ideally, we'd be able to put it into this chunk right here, this one over here, and put an auto chest and have it do potatoes right now. So if we looked at our crafting recipes, that's going to be the one. But prior to us being able to get chocolate bars, because those sell for 1,700, mashed potatoes are going to be the best use of our farming. Yeah, nothing else is farms until you get to salad. Carrots, beetroots, and carrots and beetroots can both be planted by the farming, and then actually wheat as well for the croutons. And the kelp we can auto harvest without a robot because it doesn't need to be replanted. But I think our best use for a farming robot is going to be mashed potatoes. So maybe I'll fiddle with that in between episodes, and that'll be our goal for either the next episode or the episode after that. If you wanted to see how the new crafting robot works, you just jump up these stairs, you throw the potatoes in there. I only have 29, it's not going to do a whole lot. And then it just automatically starts cooking. It only uses both to cook if there's enough to fill up that whole hopper. Once that hopper's filled, it'll then go over there and pull down. So that's the only way it's going to use more is if you have enough of the potatoes. Let's see how, just since we started filming here, how much we've made. 21 of those. And, excuse me, sir? Why have you not made any? Are zombies not dying? Have we hit our zombie total for the day already? /grinder. Oof. Oof, that's why. That's brutal. We've already hit our spiders too. We're almost at our fox as well. Man, we need to kill a bunch of chickens. I think that's what we should do next, try to get our totals up. Although cows is what needs to be being killed. Once we hit these fox, I think we're going to have everyone focus on cows. Our other big problem is actually pigs as well. Our other big problem is that we don't have a sheep spawner, so we can't increase these totals at all without killing the sheep. And I haven't been able to find any. No one sells them on the auction house. I haven't even found any shards. So, because if we look at AH, we're pretty poor right now after those 2 big upgrades. But if we look at AH, there's 1 sheep spawner. That's pretty reasonable. I wish I had the money for that, actually. Can I pull together 2.5 million somehow? Is that going to be possible for us? What are you worth? 22 of these? Probably not enough. $123,000. We need quite a bit more still. 2.5 million. We need over 1 million. What can we do for that? That's the real question at hand. How much have we made out of this? Enough sheep and some more fox pelts. Can do those. Make some of the silk. This is just kind of how I do things when I'm playing by myself. I just see what all I can make to try to make money. Not a whole lot of silk for us, but it'll be something. We have enough fox pelts. How much are we hiding up here? Throw these in there. It's probably only going to be a couple 100,000 more, unfortunately. Oh, well, maybe not. I wasn't expecting to get a full stack, so if we do another sell hand, what does that get us? Can't type. That's it. Still need another million. I'm not sure how we could get there, unfortunately. We have a lot of chicken. We can sell. Ooh, that's what we could do. We could sell off our quartz. Here's the bones too, if you want. We can see our other craft. Oh no, we don't have a crafting robot for that. Never mind. Well, let's see if this. How many nether bones this will make? Probably not many. 11. What does that get us? Now you're really kind of seeing the full money making potential of our island and how much we have to improve still. That's another. Oh, we're there. There you go. So /AH. Let's see. Hopefully it's still there. This will be big. It is still there. We're gonna get that. Yeah, that's big. I think that's a really good price for it too. I haven't seen them that cheap before. So we're gonna. That is huge, actually. Then what we need to do is we need to find another block type. What kind of blocks they allow you to have? We could do red sandstone, I think would be fine. I need to take that, get a pick real quick and get that back down because it's not where we want it. And they're just going to start spawning anywhere and everywhere if we're not careful. So let's grab that back. Buy some red sandstone. Yeah, red sandstone. And then we need to do this quickly so that it doesn't ruin the farms below. There we go. And then if we put the sheep down and have him spawn only on red sandstone, or that's red sand. Nope, we want it on, apparently that's not gonna work. We can use regular stone instead. We don't have that anywhere, right? /shop. Buy a smooth stone, and we'll place that down instead. And then they should start spawning hopefully any second. 2 sheep every 15 to 24 seconds. Let's reconfigure our grinder robots real quick as well. This one is killing. We don't need zombies killed right now. We don't need spiders killed right now. So he'll be sheep and I guess cows. And then this one will be the fox still, unless we're done with fox. Let's double check our grinder. Pig we still need killed. Zombies were done. Spiders were done. Fox need literally one more kill, so he'll do that real quick. Oh no, I put our farming robot up here so we can test his reach. I want to see how far down and up, if it's from his feet or his waist or his head, like above him, below him. I need to do all that testing. So that's something I'm going to do probably. Actually, I'll do that on screen so you guys can see the results as well. But I think we made some solid advancements today, some good moves. We completed another challenge. I think I'll also real quick show you what we can do here to get that challenge up. I'm also curious if hitting the bottom of a kelp will do something, but if we go to / the kelp is going to be at the waterfall parkour, which is going to be in, let me orient myself first. It's going to be, give me 1 second here to yeah, okay, so if you look at it this way, it's where past the pink tree to the right of the buddy barn and out by where you can see the terracotta. And you just run off this way. So right here in that waterfall, there's a bunch of kelp. So I'm going to smack that real quick. I'm going to smack that all on the floor. There's some in here as well, actually. So we'll grab these. So we need 1,000. Oh, we haven't claimed the book yet. Crap. Well, this was a waste. We'll just do the one quick try at the parkour real quick just so you can see it. how tough it is, and then we are going to call this one an episode. I think it's going to end up being a little bit of a longer one. And we will have a bunch of stuff ready to go in the next episode, including the farming robot. We're going to do some fiddling around with that. And then also maybe do a little building on our island just for fun. I'll probably try to clear out the island in between episodes, at least a little bit. Like I said, I know it looks cool and it would be fun to keep around, but I also kind of want to change the scenery. This first part actually isn't too hard. I don't know why I kept missing that. It's when you get up above that it is. But anyway, I'm going to probably try to keep eating this for a little bit. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, you stumbled across here, I know it's a new channel, so I don't really have anyone that's subscribing. So if you're watching somehow, however you found it, I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and try to build this channel together. And to do that, it takes more than just me. It takes all of you as well. So please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this episode, you want to keep seeing Skybounds, hit that like button. If you think you got some friends or anyone else that would also enjoy it, share with them, please. I'd much appreciate it. But apart from that, everyone, all of you, take care.